everyone. This is me again, Jana, from Online English TV. It is good to see you again today. As I mentioned in my last video, we will talk about pronoun today. We are done with a noun video series. If you haven't watched my previous videos about nouns, I put the playlist link in the description box. Let's start with a pronoun video series, which is composed of different parts too. This is to give you more detailed information about the topic. I will divide the topic into different parts. This is not to overwhelm you with too much information. And of course, to give you more time to take in what will be discussed in this lesson. Today, we will discuss part 1 of the pronoun series. It is focused on personal pronouns. We will learn the 3 cases of personal pronouns. These are subjective case, or also called subject pronoun, objective case or object pronoun, possessive case or possessive pronoun. Each case has its first person pronoun, second person pronoun, and third person pronoun. They could be presented as singular or plural. Again, in the final part of this video, there is a quiz to test your understanding. If you're ready, let's start the detailed discussion now. Before we move on to the detailed discussion of personal pronouns, let's find out what is pronoun in general. Pronouns are words that are used instead of a noun or a noun phrase. They can replace both proper and common nouns. And why do we need to replace nouns or a noun phrase in a sentence? I will give example sentence where nouns are not replaced by pronouns. John is a friendly man. John is really busy at work, but still have time for his friends. John likes to hang out with his friends every weekend. What do you think? Does it sound natural? Not likely. The name John is repeatedly mentioned. It would be better if the name is replaced with the right personal pronoun. Anyway, do you know how do we call a noun that is replaced by a pronoun? It is called antecedent. Antecedent is a noun that is replaced by a pronoun. Now let's go back to the example given earlier and replace the antecedent with the correct pronouns. The antecedent here is John. Now the first sentence introduced the subject, which is John, and since the subject is already known to us, so let's replace it. Now let's replace the preceding sentences with the right pronoun. Since John is a name of a man, let's replace it with he. Okay, let's read. John is a friendly man. He is really busy at work but still have time for his friends. He likes to hang out with his friends every weekend. What do you think? Does it sound more natural? It sure is. However, the focus of today's discussion is on personal pronoun. Now, personal pronouns are pronouns that we use to refer to people, animals, and objects. There are 3 cases of personal pronouns. One is subjective case, objective case, and possessive case. Each case has its first person pronoun, second person pronoun, and third person pronoun. They could be presented as singular or plural. Let's start to discuss subjective case first. It is also known as subject pronouns. They play as a subject of a verb, and they replace the subject of the sentence. We have first person. It means the speaker or the subject of the sentence. It could be singular or plural. First person singular is I, and first person plural is we. Now let's consider the following examples. My name is Jonah. Blank want to meet you. Jonah is the speaker. It's a first person. So we have to replace it with a first person singular pronoun too, which is I. I want to meet you. If the speaker is with another person, we will use the plural form. Let's say, for example, my mother and I went shopping yesterday. My mother and I is plural. Therefore, we have to use the plural form of the first person, which is we. We went shopping yesterday. Now let's move on to the second person. Second person is the person being spoken to. So if I am a speaker and I'm talking to you, you are the second person. Second person singular is you, and second person plural is also you. Examples: you are watching this video. Yes, I'm talking to you. You like eating fruits. Now, you could be singular and you could be plural. Let's move on to the third person singular. Our third person first is the person being spoken of. Third person singular are he, she, it. They could be determined by genders. He is male singular, she is female singular, it used to replace no gender, usually used for animals and objects. Now, third person plural is they. Here are some examples. Nina wants to play tennis. Nina is a girl. So what should be the right pronoun to replace Nina? She. She wants to play tennis. Tom enjoyed swimming yesterday. Tom is a boy. Therefore, we have to replace it with he. He enjoyed swimming yesterday. The dog looks happy and satisfied. The dog is an animal. Therefore, we could replace it with it. It looks happy and satisfied. However, he or she is also accepted to pets, especially if the gender is known. It also indicates a close relationship between the pet and the owner. Therefore, using she or he as replacement is also accepted. The book is about wild animals. The book is an object, no gender. Therefore, to replace it, we use it. Again, it is used to replace animal, object, and place. The children are playing at the playground. Children is plural. Therefore, we have to replace it with a plural form too, which is they. They are playing at the playground. The books are placed on the table. The books is plural. Therefore, we have to replace it with they. They are placed on the table. Alright, so let's move on to number 2. Objective case. It is also known as object pronouns. They replace the object of the sentence. They receive the action in a sentence. First person, again, is the speaker in an objective case, and first person singular is me. Example, she sent me the letter. She is the subject. She is the doer of the action, and the receiver of the action is me. And that is the object of the sentence. She sent I the letter is wrong. Why? Because I is a first person subject pronoun. It only replaces the object, or it only replaces the subject. Therefore, we cannot use I as an object or as the object of the sentence. Okay, first person plural is us. It means the speaker is with another person or other people. My friend brought us dinner. My friend is the subject. Us is the plural form. And that is served as an object. My friend brought we dinner is wrong. The same explanation. We is a subject pronoun. Therefore, we cannot use it as an object. Alright, second person singular is you. Second person plural is also you. It means you is used both in singular and plural form. Example, the teacher wants you to pass the test. The teacher is only talking to one student. Therefore, it is singular. However, if the person talks to more students, it becomes plural. Example, I want to help you to improve your English. This time the students or the teacher might be talking to more than one student. It's plural. Now let's move on to third person singular, and they are him, her, it. They could be determined by genders. Him is male singular, her is female singular, and it is used to replace no gender and usually for animals and objects. The students don't understand him. The students is the subject, and him here is the object, and obviously a male or a man. She gave her the food. She is the subject, and her is a female, or her is a woman, which is the object of the sentence. I gave Larry a cake. He ate all of it. Cake is the object here, and it is no gender, so we have to replace it with it. Now, third person plural is them. The coach taught them how to swim. I've lost my keys. I can't find them anywhere. So let's move on to possessive case. Possess is also called possessive pronouns. They show possession or ownership, and no apostrophes needed here. First person singular is mine. Examples: those pets are mine. It means I own those pets. She is a good friend of mine. She is my friend.
Whose bag is this? It's mine. It means that is my bag. Okay, first person plural is ours. I think these seats are ours. Their house is very similar to ours. Those books are not ours. As mentioned earlier, they don't come before a noun. No noun before ours. Their house is similar to ours house is wrong. Possessive pronouns are independent. They could replace nouns. Okay, so second person singular is yours, and second person plural is also yours. Now let's have sample sentences here. Is this pen yours? Our apartment isn't as large as yours. I believe Sandra was a friend of yours. Third person singular are his, hers, and its. Again, no apostrophes needed here. And again, they could be determined by genders. His, male singular, hers, female singular, its, no gender, and used for animals and objects. The bike is his. It means the boy owns the bike. The pants are hers. It means the girl owns the pants. The movie has its flaws, but it's interesting. The movie or its represents the movie. Okay, third person plural is theirs. Here are some sample sentences. That food is ours and not theirs. Which children are theirs? Our school uniform is much nicer than theirs, don't you think?
That would be all for this topic. I hope it gives you a better understanding about personal pronouns. Before we proceed to the quiz part, let's have a quick review.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have three cases of personal pronouns. We have subject, object, and possessive. And again, it could be identified by first person, second person, and third person. And first person singular under subjective case is I, and first person plural is we. Second person singular is you, and second person plural is also you. Third person singular are she, he, and it, and they are determined by genders. Now, third person plural is they. Objective case, we have first person singular is me, first person plural is us, second person singular is you, and second person plural is you. Third person singular is are her, him, it, and third person plural is them. Possessive case, we have first person singular is mine, first person plural is ours, second person singular is yours, second person plural is also yours, third person singular are his, hers, its, no apostrophes, and third person possessive is theirs. I think you're pretty much ready to move on to the quiz. And here it is. Fill in the blanks with the correct personal pronouns. You have
Now, how was the quiz? Did you nail it? Or are you still confused? If you think you are, you can watch this video all over again. In my next video, we will learn about relative pronouns. You will learn the 5 relative pronouns and their usages. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye!